All right, I gotta put this right there, that there. All right, we are live. Yes, we are. Cajun Coin Hunter here, aka Boudreaux. How y'all are tonight? One Price, hello, hello. The future, small town machine shop. Miss Jamie's in the house, Princess Jamie, and I'm crazy. Say how first. That's right. Brandon's in the chat via small engine. Thank you for popping in. And I forgot to send you a link, Brandon. Need you to get up here in a minute. All right, boom, boom. All right, there you go, Brandon. Check your email. This stream sucks a little less than Mater's, laughing out loud. Well, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. And yep, Miss Missy's in the house. Yeah, y'all just seen her right there. Miss Anna, I'm crazy, said, hello, Missy. Hello, Miss Maria. How you doing? Juan Pratt. In here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to send one to Adam. Small engine. Let's see if I can find Adam. Oh boy, that's one of them that uh, Adam, send me your first three letters of your email. I always forget it. Is it bad? Wait a minute. Bad. Let's see. I got Batman and I got Badman. You know what? I'm gonna do both of them. I'm gonna do both because I think I know who the other one is. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Boogity boogie. Anthony Robles, what's going on? Oh, I think he's the other Batman or Badman. Yeah. Oh, and I'm crazy knows who Batman is. That's right. All right. Well, I sent it to both of them anyway. I think Anthony Robles is the other one. They both they both suck equally. Oh, okay. All right. Let me get back up in here. All right. Thought I saw somebody say backstage, but somebody was obviously okay. I might join shortly if the pain is kicking. Well, just jump in here and mute your mic if you get a one of them things. But I got a link sent to you, Brandon. Draco's Dragon. What's up, my northern bro? How you doing? Good to see you in here. The Cajun clan is doing good. Thank you. Thank you, Drake. Uh, uh, the storm went east of us. So, oh, I know that, Brandon. I know that very much. Okay, Adam, I can do that. Do that in a little bit. You fix me a little, get some 7 up. All right, Adam. Hey, look of the Iris, what's going on, mon ami? No, my shrimp boat did not float away. I sold my shrimp boat a long time ago. 4 of them actually. Okay, Adam, need to hurry up and catch this link. Click on it because I'm gonna delete it here in a little bit. Look at the Iris with a $5 super sticker. What's going on? Boom, 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 boom. That's right, my brother. Thank you very much for the channel support. Hector, what's up, mon ami, mi amigo? All right, Adam, catch that link in there right there because I'm going to delete it in a minute. Miss Maria Cervantes, how you doing? All right, Adam, I think you got the link right there, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that one. Juan Pratt is in the house. What's going on? Is the cigar still going on? Yeah, right here. What? Yeah, and it almost went out. It almost went out. Now Adam's going to show y'all here in a minute how to light a cigar the real way. When his cigarette goes out, he's going to show you his lighter. Red Line Gary, what's going on? Appreciate you hosting the stream last night. All right, let's see. No way. Wolf Rivera, how you doing, mon ami? Appreciate you coming in. Look at our camp. Yeah, Chef's in the house. Chef Scott. Again, look at Irish with that $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, sir. Rico's Dragon said, Cajun, I'm heading to bed, brother. I wish I could stay longer, but I can't. All right. Cajun, I will send you 5 American Silver Eagles if you shave your beard long. You mean that goatee right there? I could do that, look. I'll do that. But you know what I'm going to do with them? I'm going to probably give them away or, you know. All off. Yeah, everything. From right here to right here on down. Yeah, I could do that, look. All right. Let's see. You know, I'm going to donate some of that for auction or whatever. I could do it. When I get the 5 ASEs in the mail, I'll do it. I trust you, but you know, you never know. You might have a hurricane come up there and hit your area where the mail won't run. Let's see. Hector, look at Iris, look at Iris. Zach Lane, what's going on? How you doing, mon ami? One price at Cajun. Gary failed on the live stream yesterday. He didn't want to sing him a barbecue. Well, I guess not. And he says, I'm installing tires on a travel trailer tomorrow that will be heading to Lake Charles. Oh, y'all doing something, going to Lake Charles or something. Yeah. I don't know why. You know, that's probably some of y'all stuff because the hurricane didn't even hit around Lake Charles.
Hey, but what's that lady's name?
Who's that? Which lady's name last name?
Nickel.
Oh, Lady Kid Nickel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no idea. I got some emails from her last night or whatever today, and where her and her husband were stuck. Yeah, I got some emails. They were stuck. You know, Lady Kid Nichols. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't have her phone number or nothing like that, so I can't get in touch with her. Oh, a customer of mine is from the outskirts of Lake Charles. Okay, I got you. Okay. Email me your address. All right, look. But you got my address already, don't you, look? If you don't, I'll send it to you. All right, hold on. I gotta do something. Okay, Hector and Gary. Y'all check y'all email. I gotta see look at the Irish. All right, look, I'm sending you something in an email. Okay. All right, look at the Irish. I sent you an email. Is Anthony going live? Anthony Robles? I don't know. See Anthony in here. Let's see. Hey, Mike. Panucci, how you doing? How you doing, mon ami? Yeah, I got a bunch of people. We got like 15 people in here right now, and I can't keep up with chat. Everybody's saying hello and how you doing and all that and everything. Yeah, all off look at the Irish, everything. Yeah, I'm gonna look like Ken PV again. I'm gonna look exactly like Ken PV, and I'll do it live. I will do it live. You must have got some Silver Eagles cheap. Eleanor Rides is here. What's going on, mon ami, Eleanor? Be right back. There's Mr. Hector right there.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Anthony Robles. Yeah, Anthony, if you got the link, jump up. Yeah.
I don't think I've met Adam.
Hello.
You didn't meet Adam yet? Come on, really?
Hello, Adam. I'm Hector.
How's it going?
Oh,
It's going well. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
You got a nice beam back there. Is that some kind of stacking item, or reminds you
No,
of the old beam?
that's a 100-ton hydraulic press.
Oh, I used to work in warehouses and back rooms, and that reminds me of the orange tiers we used to put our pallets on when we had the stand up jacks.
Oh yeah.
I'm in California. Where are you at?
I'm in Washington.
Oh, you're right above me.
Yep. I'm in the very
How's
southeast part of the state.
you're not having many fires up there yet?
There's a few. Well, there's one in the national forest by us that they're not going to have contained until maybe October.
Yeah, we have one big one now. There's not. They're saying that won't be filled probably until either end of September or beginning of October.
Yeah, the one they're fighting now, they can only fight it with helicopters. So,
No, the land's that bad, huh? That rough?
yep.
One of my cousins, her husband, is a water tank drop pilot. He's with CDF, which is California Department of Forestry. He flies Hueys.
That'd be an interesting job.
Well, it should be because his age, he's about what? Well, I'm 65. He must be around 75, 76. And he's still flying. He was a Vietnam helicopter pilot.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Air Cav, I think it was 101st or something like that. I forget his outfit. Cajun's still muted, I think. Oh, he's eating.
no.
Oh, okay. So, how close did the storm get to you there, Cajun?
Okay, the storm was east of me.
Uh-huh.
It came ashore down there at my buddy's house, David Lemieux, where I have videos of uh, on my Buluket channel, and I think my Cajun channel. I have a video of it.
So it hit more.
Shrimping. And he's
I'm
right
sorry.
on the southeast coast. He's right on Little Bayou. The eye passed just a little east of it. And he was in one of the corners of the eye, the western corner. So they had the north winds over there. Now he's not worried about the tidal surge, the flooding and all that, because they have the levee system in place below
Right.
his house, and all the locks for all the bayous, the rivers going up there. They can close that, and then there's that brand new levee system that came into effect 3 years ago. They finally finished that. He got a little lucky, I want to say, but my other buddy, just like 20, 25 miles north of him, straight north of him, because of the way the eye came in at an angle, okay, he was like, the eye came in right here. He was here where I'm touching my goatee, but up here was Homer, and the eye went straight through Homer. Oh boy, yeah. Then people caught hell up there, which he caught hell at his house down there, and then he was at his house in Baton Rouge, to get away from the storm, and boom. So the eye was east of me over there. And the way the eye was, all right, from the eye of a hurricane, a lot of the activity is to the east of the storm. 150 miles to the east of the storm. That's the devastating part of it. The eye from the west of it, and I was closer to the eye than some of my friends were. We didn't get squat, nothing. Sun was shining most of the day. Little bitty rain from one of the outer rain bands. Little 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour breeze from the north. That was it. That was it.
So we had.
Oh, we had some good strong rains, yeah, but we didn't have nothing. We might have got an inch of rain. So from the whole system, that was it.
Well, in California, we have earthquakes every day, but I don't feel them most of the time.
Okay, let's see who I'm missing here. I don't see nobody in the bottom backstage. Okay, Red Line, I sent you an email. Oh, there's one more. Okay, that's out.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eleanor. How you doing?
There's Anthony.
What's up, Cajun? I believe your name's Adam. Nice to meet you. And Hector, nice to meet you as well, sir.
Hey, Anthony. How you doing?
Good, good. On my way to work, so I'm not sure if I'm going to stay too long.
Okay.
You walking to work?
Same as every week, man.
That's right. That's right. That man right there catches a little train or a bus or whatever to get to work. It drops him off like a mile or so from his workplace. So he walks the rest of the way to work. Exercise and saving money.
Yeah, and I'm also not beating my brand new Harley to death.
There you go.
That's a fact.
Harleys don't do good on city miles.
No, they do not.
How you doing, Red Line Gary?
Gary, how are you doing, sir?
Hanging in there.
Hello, Gary.
Hello,
Gary,
Hector.
Gary, I want to thank you for what you did last night. But I know we all didn't want to stay up until my internet came back on. Hey, Shell, how you doing? Thank you very much. Man, that was something else last night. My internet went out all afternoon. It finally came back up. I went live. Red Line Gary was in the panel with us, was waiting on a couple of more people to come up. Boom, guess what? Internet goes back out. And they say it's going to be another day or two before the internet comes back on. Well, Red Line Gary was in the panel, so he was the host. I was on the phone with Mater's Workshop, and so that's how we were communicating. To talk about the storm and all that, which we didn't get really nothing from the storm. So
Just kick you guys' butts a little bit with like your power supplies and all that stuff.
we didn't get squat. We never lost electricity. The only thing we lost last night was the internet.
Your name, sir?
There's some parts of Southwest Louisiana that still doesn't have internet.
Wow. Did it make landfall last night, Cajun?
Made landfall yesterday afternoon.
Oh, yesterday afternoon. Okay. I've been at work the last like 24 hours, so I don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know
Yeah,
one thing. We need that
I
rain.
forget exactly what time it made landfall. Me and Johnny were watching it. It made landfall. Actually, like when you get down to the brass tacks, it made landfall in Fouchon, Port Fouchon, which is by Grand Isle. So nobody knows about Port Fouchon, but they know about Grand Isle. And that was right there in Terrebonne Bay. Terrebonne Bay does this, and to the east of Terrebonne Bay, okay, this side, that's where it made landfall. And then it went up through Terrebonne Bay, and second landfall was in Houma, right there by Houma, right north of Chauvin. But they all caught hell over there. They did. I got friends of mine over there, and so, whew, they all right. You know, they are all right. They good.
I've got a good friend who lives in New Orleans now, and he fared really well. A couple of down tree branches, but his brother had a tree go through his roof, and then their dad also had a couple of trees go through their roof.
Yeah. Y'all can look up on YouTube. Hurricane Ida, or just put Ida and then Houma, 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 Louisiana. And that ain't nothing to sneeze at. What that guy was going through when he was taking them live videos. I mean, that wind was just horrific. And then he was in the middle of it. There's two Houma, Louisiana videos. One guy, he's in the middle of the eye. Okay, on his device, his phone or whatever he had, it showed him right in the middle of the eye. He went through the northern eye wall, and then when the southern eye wall went through, it was just as bad. So, good thing it went in where it went in at. Is what I'm gonna say. So, let's see. Juan Velasquez. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Juan. All right, Juan Prats. Yeah. Let me look for your email.
Juan Pratt. Yeah. I'm working on a video specifically for Juan right now. It's gonna take me a minute. Yes, if I could do a motorcycle tool video sort of thing for him. That's gonna take a minute to figure out though, because there's so much involved.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah. I was looking Gary, I know you're a mechanic. You got the race team, man. I know you know motorcycles. I don't know about you, man, but it seems like Jim's tools are getting more expensive by the day.
Yeah, they are.
And like the problem is, if you work on bikes, Snap-on doesn't even make some of that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, they used to make the fork adjustment wrenches or fork adjustment tools.
Yeah, I got the old Jim's one somewhere buried in the garage. I think I was telling Nick Hildebrettel. I looked it up for some reason. You know the head bearing installer tool.
Yeah,
it's like 75 or almost 80 to $100 or something like that. I've never used it. I've always just used a piece of all thread
right.
and ran oversized cups and sockets and used them as a press. Made it into a press. Just run a piece of all thread through with everything and pushed it in place. And it works. And it's like $10.
Or you got to have like ball Allen keys to get into
the awkward angles and stuff. Ball Allens are so useful right now, though, for everything. The one I haven't had to use yet, and I want to say I saw Renegade's Garage use them, was the Torx Plus keys.
Yeah.
Where they're like the kind of like a ball version of a Torx Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I've never used those.
Be interesting to see how they work.
Yeah, I haven't used them yet, so I don't know if I need them yet though. But most of the stuff, 90%, if I'm working on a bike, it's going to be a Harley. Other 10%, it will be a Honda, most likely.
Hey, Ballad of Janine, how you doing? Yes, we are live. Thank you very much for the concern. How's the ship holding up? Oh, it's holding up good. The storm went east of us. So, yeah, that's my favorite bartender. That's right. Thank you very much, Ballad of Janine.
I gotta find a new bartender. We can't go anywhere in California, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Ballad of Janine, that's the best bartender ever in YouTube chat. Okay? YouTube streams like where she's at right there. That's the best bartender you ever want to see. You know, hey, if you want a Bloody Mary, she's got it for you. If you want a highball, she's got it for you. If you want a BI, she's got it for you. That's right. What's up, 710? Oh.
Uh-oh. We're gonna start gambling
Missy,
now?
Yes, in the house. What's going on, Missy?
Place is a friggin' nightmare already.
That was pretty interesting last night. I think Cajun needed a break so he can go eat that wonderful food that was prepared by Missy yesterday.
Oh, were you cooking last night too, Cajun?
Yeah, we did. Missy cooked crawfish etouffee.
Okay.
Yeah, and fried crawfish tails,
Oh, shit.
and onion rings, hush puppies. Yeah.
Yeah, see, the more I talk with you, the more Louisiana's looking like a good state to move to out of California.
Any state's good to move to out of California.
Yeah, but hey, you know, if a hurricane hits, okay.
Hi,
I'm pretty sure my
people.
$8,000 a month will be like living like a king in another state.
Oh, absolutely.
A hurricane hits, if you're on the west side of the eye, you're in good shape. If you're on the east side of the eye, depends on how strong the hurricane is and where you
Juanito.
actually live. You know, like me, I'm like 40 miles north of the coast. Okay, so I'm in good shape over here. We'll have winds. Last year when Laura and Zeta hit, no damage to my property. No damage to my property. Just some tree branches, stuff like that. But I'm on the north side of town. And we had south winds. South wind. Okay. So I got a lot of wind barriers up here. Okay. Down below me. When you get out in the country in the Compagne out there, you know, La Belle de la Compagne, you know, yeah, you're gonna get some damage, roof damage, whatever, because there ain't nothing to stop the wind.
Hi, you people. How you doing?
Hello,
How
Juan.
you doing, Juan?
Good evening, Mr. Press. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Gary, why didn't you sing Barbie Girl? That would be funny. You could make Cajun a lot of subscribers, man, and a lot of views.
I didn't want to take away from anything that Cajun had going on.
Just for Cajun. I had a question. Hi, Anthony. Nice to see you face to face. And Ray Gary and Adam with the and Raides, Eleanor. What's your name? Right? Kane. Ken, like Ken.
Kenneth.
Ken and Barbie, yep.
Like Ken and Barbie, yeah. You look Puerto Rican, man, or Cuban. You could be Puerto Rican and Cuban. I just wanted to ask. I picked this at the pawn shop. They gave him basically for free. Is this something very useful, or did I got something special? Let me see if I can put the
Looks
part
like a
number.
spline drive.
Yeah, he's
Hey John, I got the same set.
Tell me.
I have it's a 5/8, isn't it?
Three quarter here, 3/4 and 7/8 on this part.
I have a whole set down to a 1/4 inch, small inch.
Yeah, but it was good value. Where this
Oh,
come from?
I bought that years ago from Craig and Otto.
Oh, for Creek and Addo.
Yeah.
I got old Craftsman versions. I use them and I don't. What I don't like is the teeth count on them,
Yeah,
but they do work.
Oh yeah, they do work. The plastic that goes around the outside of the black, that sometimes cracks.
yeah. It's This looks like they use it like one time only, and you can see it was used for a project. It was from a pawn shop, so that's what I'm asking. But
I've
it's,
Pawn
used it.
shop tools is a good place to go, Juan. Trust me. Found a lot of good stuff in pawn shops.
yeah, no, I have found a lot. That's what I'm saying. And boxes that cost $30, they leave me for 10 or 5. If it's dusty, I ain't paying too much because I have to clean it. So it was a good buy. It was just $10 for a box, and two cold guns from Work Pro that are the same as Home Depot, and this for $10.
$10 for a box of random stuff. Yeah, I'd say that's a win, man.
Yeah.
Give me
I
a second.
go to my local pawn shop over here, and what I look for is specialty tools.
This box because we're planning to move. I wanted this because I always pick something if they want me to pay more. I always usually look for something, and let's say this is $10, or this I want to pay $10, and they say like uh, 12. I would say yeah, but throw me this. That's my strategy with the cold cards. Let me see if
Kind of like you're building like a little road bag almost, right, Juan?
pardon me. Let me check the cold cards. What did you say again? Sorry. Can you say again, Anthony?
Like you're kind of building a road bag for moving?
Yeah, it's just we want to have all in boxes so we can move it more accessible. This is the cold gun. It's from Work Pro, but
Doesn't matter. I got the same thing except mine's orange and I've had it for 18 years. It's still fine.
yeah, the Home Depot one.
It's
saying?
$2.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It's a cock gun.
No, they want me to pay like $10, and I say, heck no. There's like $4 and something at Home Depot, and all that are 2 cold guns. The box that I show you plus this for $10. I think it's a good deal.
Okay. Wait. What did you have in your left hand just now?
This?
No, the other one. Your left hand. Your left hand. Oh, that's a caulking gun.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's a caulking gun. Yeah, those are a dime a dozen.
yeah, but
I think you can even get caulking guns at the dollar store.
Yeah, you get those at dollar store, unless you get the one that costs about $40 to $50.
yeah, but
They do make the very high grade ones like that.
Yeah, but
there's ones where like the way the Hilti cement goes into them, where they're dual cartridge and all that stuff. That's a different story.
Yeah, but this is I had the Home Depot one at Puerto Rico. Is there? Obviously, it's not coming here. It doesn't worth it for pay for the shipping. But what I like is the system is the same. The dollar store, this system that you put the trigger.
That's the most basic caulking gun on the planet. Just a little spring, a trigger, a retract, boom, it works. Little nozzle to punch out your.
All of them have that little thing, Juan. All of them have that.
On the dollar store, I've seen crappy ones that don't. They don't have too much stuff.
What's the name brand on that?
Work Pro.
Huh? Workforce. Okay, yeah. You can get those for $3 or $4 anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking but I like because it's like the copy of the Home Depot one and has a lot of strength behind it. That's what I paid that's what I wanted because
Okay, now show us the rest of the stuff that came in there?
No, it was just this that I picked. Two
Yeah.
protons. I have other one like here, as you can see.
Okay.
There's
Plus the box.
yeah, it's a Stanley, but I wanted the box so I can put more
So
tools.
you got that box one and that ratchet, that dual ratchet wrench, and that cocking gun for $10.
Yes.
That's not
That's
a
not too
bad
bad.
deal.
No,
That's
no.
not a bad deal because that box is worth $10.
That box is probably $30 at Walmart right now.
Yes. No.
All right, Jamie.
Let me say you this, Cajun. Boxes are getting expensive like this. They usually you could go on the dollar store and get a small one for $1, but now you see them and they won't last nothing.
You get what you pay for on a dollar store toolbox, yeah.
Yeah.
Just meant for holding a couple of wrenches, one ratchet, 2 extensions, a couple of sockets, and if you drop it, guess what?
Doesn't
the ratchet's
matter.
gonna probably break, and then it don't matter, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is one break because it was like filthy, like it was.
Not that one. That's a nice little box you got right there. Yeah.
No, the dollar store, you can sneeze on it and it will break just by your sneeze. I'm exaggeration, but
Rigged said, I'll give you $10 for the box. You can keep the rest of that stuff.
no,
and actually, man. I've got a it came from Tractor Supply, okay? I think Missy got it for me for like Father's Day or something. She said, just go what you want. Go get what you want. And Tractor Supply had a set of wrenches like you have. I think they gear wrenches. I want to say gear wrenches. It's a set of, I think, 8 or 10 of them. And they all come in a little holder with a snap over to keep them in place. And, there's a small one, a bigger one, small one. And I actually got that set because the certain Briggs and Stratton engines, it depends on what lawnmower they on. Like a 0 turn and the seat's right behind them. You can't put a short socket with a 1/4 inch ratchet and undo the shroud cover on that small engine.
It's got to have a deep.
Use one of those speed wrenches. I call them speed wrenches.
Oh, the one where it's a little spinner?
No. What he was showing earlier.
Oh, a ratchet wrench.
Yeah, we call them speed wrenches down here.
Yeah.
And boom, and those work perfect on a lot of lawnmower engines. Perfect.
How much is the cost for this usually?
That right there?
Yeah.
I have no
honestly
idea.
Depends on who makes it.
Yeah, what's the brand name?
Juan, I have a whole set of those, and I think I paid something like $29 for all of it.
Nice.
There's a set of, if I remember correctly, because I lost a couple of them. I think there's a set of 7 of them.
Let me think here.
I pick it up because it says made in Taiwan. It's well rugged.
If you get it on Amazon, you can find a 4-piece set from Channel Lock, and it's like $45.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just wanted to check because it says like a number, US patent, and have a code number, but I didn't find anything. It doesn't say the brand, but I see that it's well made in Taiwan. US would be better, but if I see those, I'm gonna grab it for a good price, like what I bought here. So thank you guys. I will keep buying if I see them.
Like for me, those are useful, but I look at most of things like when they're box wrenches like that, more like HVAC tools.
HVAC.
So I'm looking at those on Harbor Freight right now. They've got a set of 4 for $9.99. Now that's Harbor Freight brand, so
you're gonna break your knuckles in 10 minutes.
Probably. Hey,
No
okay,
harbor freight,
everybody.
man.
Everybody, I want to say hello to Roseanne 110. She's a great supporter of the channel. She wears a Mardi Gras mask all the time in her avatars, and she says, "Hello from beautiful and very dark New Orleans." Yeah, yeah. Roseanne is from New Orleans. Well, I'm not saying she's from New Orleans, but she's in New Orleans, been in New Orleans ever since she's been supporting my channel. I don't know her, but just through here, just through here. Uh, and man, I hope y'all all right over there. What part of New Orleans you in? In fact, I think we were talking about that a while back before the storm hit. Hey, Hidden, what's going on, Mon ami? Hidden said, "I'm from the moon." Yeah, right. What's up, Hidden? Okay, I'm uptown, no flooding here. But what part? What part? Well, I mean, if you live in the French Quarter in one of them upstairs apartments and all that, well, good God, you was all right. Yeah.
I think even New Mealis is with Elon Musk on the moon, or with Jeff Bezos.
What? There was a break. Wait, Breakwater. I forget. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the town. It's right down there below New Orleans. They had a levee bus over there. That the water was going over the levee. It wasn't the Mississippi River levee. It was another inner levee, and it flooded. It flooded those neighborhoods over there. That town. Man, y'all got. Oh man, it was sickening to see that. Uptown, about 2 blocks from Magazine and 2 from. Uh, I used to know how to say that word. Almost just like the Chifunky River. That's Chipotalusa. I
Let
was
me
close.
let me ask you something, Cajun. I have lived through multiple hurricanes during my lifespan. Where you live, are they prepared? You know, the sewage are clean. They're prepared for to evade overflow of water, or if not, have they say on the news is they going to plan something about it to do something to prevent like the damage that I have seen on the news? That is sad to see that, really.
Hello, Bill Betts. How you doing? Yeah, yeah. She said, Chapatulas. Okay. I know. You told me that you were born in Puerto Rico, Juan,
Yes.
and all that. Yeah. I mean, when they have a hurricane that hits Puerto Rico, you know what? That's bad for the entire country, the whole island. That's bad, real bad.
Mhm.
It is.
And New Orleans, the eye didn't hit New Orleans. For Katrina, the eye did not hit New Orleans. For Katrina, the eye went to the east of New Orleans, which that was good. But then they had the levee that busted. Okay, the main levees busted, and Ninth Ward and all that got flooded. But there's I'm not even going to continue with that. In our area, uh, I'm a little inland. There's levees and locks that keep us safe from the title search in my area.
Yeah. No, in my experience, we've been lucky in Puerto Rico because we have lived in higher and taller places. So
Right.
like you say, if we have 1 inch of water, and when I live in the city was Ponce, everywhere will be on the water, and that's what it help. And also they have river, how they call when, sadly they do this when they gonna do a construction and they put the river out of service. How you call that in English?
Oh, that's
You talking about a levee system or a
they put a
floodway?
levee or
Where,
redirect it or something like that, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
like the Chapelai Basin. They open up the locks from one main part, and like in the Mississippi River over here. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
I'm talking about dry rivers, dry
Uh-huh.
river, because they have done some things. Oh, Ether, thank you. They have done some things to prevent it to run water. That's naive construction, but that's how they did it. But where I live, thanks to those dry rivers, the water will flow constantly. So it will be flooded. It will be like something very, very catastrophe. Like, let me check. We Hector had show it, Hector, show it.
All right, Brandon, bon oui, mon ami. Yeah, I know you're not feeling good because of that tooth and all that. So take it easy, bud. What do you
Get
got?
better, Brandon.
Do a
Yeah.
close up, Hector.
Dimebag, Darren Lowe, how you doing, mon ami? What's been happening? Yeah, Juan Velasquez wants to know if it's locks or down. I think he's talking to you, Juan.
Who is talking to me? Locks or dams? What?
I think. Yeah, Juan Velasquez. I don't know if he's commenting on my comment or your comment.
I don't know.
Okay.
Lock or dams? We have rivers in Puerto Rico, but dams? Let me check. I'm checking right here. No. I think no. No, it's no artificial lake. Juan. It's not artificial. It's that they construct over a place that was a river to make houses, and the river stopped working, and usually go beneath the earth, because in Puerto Rico, every place you dig a hole, you will find water. That's the good thing about Puerto Rico.
Or you got a low water shelf.
Yeah, but the government doesn't want you to do a hole. How you call if you do a hole and with water and take it? How you call it?
Yeah, we call them live wells here sometimes.
Yeah, like a well, like a well. The government doesn't like that. But in Puerto
They don't
Rico,
like us collecting rainwater here in California.
yeah, man, that's silly.
I
But
say, yeah, you can't tell me I can't collect rainwater. It's falling out of the sky. It's mine.
no, I collect rainwater for the plants. But
Same thing. Rainwater is the best thing for plant life.
No, you can throw a river on a tree, and will give nut fruit if they don't get the rainwater. But I do it and close it up to evade like mosquitoes and other stuff to, do a nest on the water. I do a responsibility. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think you too, Anthony, because we have to be very careful about the mosquitoes. I don't know around here, but in Puerto Rico, oof.
Oh no, we're careful about mosquitoes in California. I got a notification from the county that was flying drones over because we had an unmaintained pool for mosquito control. So they're flying drones around checking for people with empty pools and stuff. So
flying drones. I cannot
yep.
believe.
I got a notice in the mail and a phone call from my landlord.
See, Anthony, that's why you tell them it's not. It doesn't identify as a pool. It's a weekend urinal.
I was going for a man-made pond in my backyard.
That works too.
But,
It just
but,
happened to be empty.
but what happened if they fly a drone and you're like naked
So
or
what they do is,
like
and where I live in California, the water district, they fly drones around and they look for pools and things of water nature for hazardous or sanitation things for mosquitoes and West Nile virus, and they will send you a citation. And they're
that
just flying drones
sucks.
around looking above your house, basically. So yeah, they're pinpointing where we are and all that stuff in my address. And I had I literally crawled in the pool. And this thing's, I sent them pictures. I sent them some pictures. Pool's empty. They sent me a confirmation number. I'm like, okay, your pool's empty. I'm like, but I still look at it like it's an invasion of privacy.
It is. I will
They're
put
flying
a
drones
card.
around looking for ways to generate revenue for the government in different ways.
Yeah, by finding
That's what they're doing.
Anthony, did you see what Shaggy Rifleman said? Or was that what you were commenting on? Tell Anthony our sheriff's department has Blackhawks. They fly all over scanning everybody's property.
Well, Shaggy, down your neck of the woods, there's probably more than one reason why they fly in Blackhawks.
Yeah, that's what Shaggy was saying now.
Did you guys saw Juan Velasquez comment? These comments are golden.
Whoop, train.
But what I'm trying to say, Anthony, and thank you, Shaggy, for telling that. That's what I'm more interested. We're moving to rent eventually, but we want a rural area. We want privacy. If they do things like that, I will put a roof or a tent.
You
And
not move to California, I'll tell you that.
no, I would
Stay
tell
out of
them.
California.
No, I don't. I'm not interested. I did live in the capital in San Juan in Puerto Rico, and I was like, man, I don't like this. And some Puerto Ricans, not Boricua. Boricua is one who lives in Puerto Rico. They told me they're from New York. They told me like, if you don't like San Juan, New York is tense time like that, and I'm like, no, I want farms, I want open land. No for me, no bueno. The only thing that I'm lacking is a wife like Cajuns that cook like that. Oh man, that would be awesome. You gotta do it. You have to do a video, Cajun, on how us young guys can get a good woman like yours. Not yours, because it's already yours.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a lot of Cajun girls that, hey, they work hard, they cook hard, and yeah, so, but that's.
How much is that? How much is a house down in Louisiana, Cajun?
What's that?
How much is a house in Cajun country down there? Is a house in Cajun country down there?
How much?
Like just regular 3-bedroom. Yeah, like a 3-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms.
Okay. That's hard to say.
Because here in California, we're starting at 5 to almost $1 million.
Oh, okay.
Where I live, anyway.
No, down here you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath brick home. Regular standard wood frame house that's got a brick facade. I don't know. Depends on what area you're in. 50,000, 60,000, something like that.
Yeah,
the thing is, what am I doing in California still?
Anthony, I'm literally remodeling my house right now to sell. It's a modular home, so it's the 2 pieces that they stick together and then they seal it down the middle, but it's on a brick foundation. I'm about to sell it for in between 150 to 160,000 with an acre of land that butts up to the game land that's got 7,500 acres of state-owned land that nobody can build on.
Where's that?
This is North Carolina. And that's the cheaper end. My wife and I were looking at buying a house, and for what we need, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a garage or a workshop, we're looking at about 250 to 350, depending on how much land comes with it.
Yeah, that 250 is a down payment in California, though. Unfortunately.
My sister was interested in first us in North Carolina. We see the prices in the houses; they're very good. I don't know if they have skyrocketed, but from what you're telling me, when I did my research like 2 or 3 years ago, it's pretty like close to what you're saying. And I like the houses in North Carolina, but we don't want hurricanes. We are escaping the hurricanes.
Yeah.
But let's see.
So my secondary question is, if I was to ever move out of state, like since I'm a mechanic and a technician, what is the job market like in like Louisiana or Indiana?
You're distorted, Anthony. Your voice.
Oh, sorry. My connection is getting bad. No, I was wondering, like, if I was to move out of state where Cajun lives, Louisiana, North Carolina, and Gary, I believe you're in Indiana, right?
Ohio.
Yeah. So, like, job market for a mechanic, is it still viable?
Absolutely.
Or I can just move out of state and just find a new job quick as money and make decent money still?
In Ohio, you can get a job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well,
I know right now, pretty much southern, central, and just above central, but not quite northern Ohio. So like middle of the road there, they're hiring like crazy.
All right.
So and see, near me, you could get hired on one of the military installations doing contracting mechanical work on different vehicles and stuff like that. The only downfall to it is they're 1 year or 2 year contracts, and then that company has to rebid on it when their contract's up. So
I've done that before myself. It's those are tough jobs.
Yeah, so you may not
because you don't know if you're going to have a job at the end of the year or the end of the term.
Exactly, but the flip side to it is, if another company gets that bid, they try to pick up the former workers. That way they can stay moving along as opposed to having to retrain everybody and then start back up with everything.
Yep.
So
Keep it moving. Keep everything just moving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a challenge. Like everyone's like, why do you want to move to California? I'm like, I'm tired of it. Simple as that.
And see, I was actually born at Camp Pendleton, California, out in San Diego County. And I haven't lived there since, but yeah, I would never have any desire to go back. I spent a little bit of time out in 29 Palms when I was active duty. Definitely don't want to go back to that place.
And I couldn't afford to move to another state because I have a 4-bedroom house, 3-car garage, 2.5 baths, and it's paid for. So if I go anywhere, I could never move back where my family's at. So I'm not that I'm stuck. I kind of enjoy California myself because I've been in a good position. My house is paid off.
Yeah, you're in the lucky tier.
Well, it's because when I bought the house, we were scared to death because it was such a big house and 3-car garage. That's I was looking for a double wide garage, but this house was brand new development. Not even the model homes were built. All I saw was chalk lines on the ground, and the square quarters.
I used to do work for some of that. I did some construction on some model homes and stuff before myself. What part of California are you in?
I'm sorry?
What part of California are you in?
You know where Fresno's at?
Yep. I live up in I'm in Northern California. I'm in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay. I'm just actually I'm
3 hours, 2.5 hours away roughly.
I'm in Madera County.
Okay. Yeah, I got some friends on that way.
Well, Anthony, in Tennessee,
everybody's moving from the Bay Area and the LA area up to this area because most of those people are retiring, selling their houses, and they still have half their money still in their pockets.
Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to say to Anthony, in Tennessee, construction is a big thing. Uh, they're developing a lot of stuff. I'm in Clarksville, of course, and but I don't see anything good coming out of Clarksville because people from Nashville are now moving here. People from California are moving here. The prices are up, and when we're gonna move is more to the north of Tennessee, like close to Kentucky, like 20 minutes from it. I like that part, but for buy a house, I think you have to be like close to the line. I would suggest, but that's what I'm looking like Tennessee, but close to Kentucky. I like Kentucky, but the taxes are crazy, 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 and I like the people there. I have fell in love with Kentucky, but the thing is, mechanic wise, uh, I, if you decide to go on your own and be your own boss, I see a lot of work. People are loaded with work here. There are not too many mechanics, Anthony, and also the service here when I'm at sucks. I went to do an oil change because of the to keep the warranty on the car of my sister. I'm crazy because I want to do it myself, and they were like, "Oh, you just leave the car and the keys, and you go and come when we call you. It's a drop thing." And I'm like, "We just want to have one car." Uh, and besides, I will not leave my car to and do not know what they're doing. But what I'm trying to say is that I think if I go to the mechanic side, do the simple stuff, I will slam their I will slam their business because they are very not people persons. If you,
Mater, look here.
oh, Mater,
Mater's teasing me.
yeah, me too.
These homemade tamales sure do taste good.
But
What?
Uh-huh.
Speaking of mechanics, I went to my wife's got a 2016 Camry, Toyota, and the alternator went out on it, killed the battery.
For sale? Is this for sale?
No, it's not for sale. My wife, no, she loves her car, and but the alternator went out, and so I called Toyota to make an appointment, and I asked them, "What's the estimate on putting the alternator in the car?" And he goes, "It's under warranty. It's not under warranty anymore because it's only 4 years." And when I asked him how much is the alternator, he said $500. I said, "Damn, an alternator?"
Yeah.
So
Hector, sorry to interrupt. They were like, "Give us your kidney, and you can live with your alternator."
well, the total bill came out to almost $1,100.
Yeah, it's
be able to
crazy.
buy an alternator for $150 and slap it in with 3 bolts.
Well, I found it in at O'Reilly's for $228, and I did 45 minutes later. I had it in there.
And you're good to go.
Yeah, that's why I'm inclined to learning the mechanics. Just
it's the same thing with starters too, man.
Yeah, and also if it's very simple to change, but here they wanted to charge my sister a lot for everything. I was like, I'm gonna have to take care for you, and because also when they see my sister, a woman alone, they speak Spanish, they are taking advantage of at the dealer, of course. Yeah.
I did my Nissan CB axles, front wheel drive. I did them myself.
What Nissan
Those
do
are
you
easy
have?
to do as long as the inner seal's not broken and is not leaking tranny fluid all over. Once that's broken, you got a whole different animal right there to work on.
Yeah, when you don't have the experience or the knowledge or the simple things of what not to do, what to do in order to prevent damage. I looked at a couple of YouTube tubes on changing CB axles on a specific car, and it seemed like simple. And I was getting leaks from the axle itself near the motor. So I said, you know, I got to change those out. So I checked it out, looked it on the internet. Then I went to YouTube, checked that out, did it myself, and it was going to cost me almost $1,500 to get those replaced with labor and parts. $1,500.
Yep.
Now, sorry to interrupt.
I did that on the last time I did that was on a Toyota RAV4. And the guy wanted to learn how to do it. Is a technician in the shop. He's a machinist, not a mechanic. So big difference. And he was looking up all these videos, and he's like, "I'm going to do it this way." I'm like, and I came into work, and I'm like, "I'll show you how to do this without doing all these extra fucking steps." I'm like, this is how a real mechanic's going to do it. We're going to do this, this, and this. Like they wanted to take out the brake caliber and all this other stuff. I'm like, no, you're just wasting time and making extra work. You don't got to do all that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that Rick.
Rig.
Rick, you have to register that name. They're gonna steal it from you. You got to register. In the same line as you, Anthony, the sad thing, and Rick mentioned it on the comments, I was very sad because when I came here, there was a shop that, they had like a lot of decades working, and they closed up, and they were an alternator shop that they rebuild starters and that. And I know that's...
Oh, it's a reman shop.
Yeah, and it was for sale, the shop. I was very sad because no new shop is going to be like that. They had bolts, they were selling the machinery. I was like, man, I don't have the capacity to buy that, but that was the how you say, the gold honey of that. But they were better sometimes when you go into like a mom and pop shop and they rebuild it. It's a better relationship.
When you go, my experience is when you go to smaller scale businesses, you're going to pay more money though, but the interconnectivity and the personal service is always better.
Yeah, that's the thing, because when I try to help my sister, my problem with the dealer is not they charge too much only, is that they're sneaky and shady, because if they charge but you feel like they're doing the job, they're taking care of the car like if they were theirs, you feel confident. And you were like,
my advice one, if you're going to work on cars, buy an actual service manual from the OEM manufacturer, study it for whatever job you're working on, and go from there. I have a 2018 Harley Davidson, and I have never taken it to the dealership for anything.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. It's just that the good thing for me for now, because I want to do simple things, I don't need a manual. I can see something simple on YouTube. You was like, no, man, don't look on YouTube. And what I was trying to say is, I'm not going to take a reference on YouTube to rebuild a motor. I could watch it, but I will not go to there. I'm just simple. Cajun, what's up?
Okay. I want to interrupt the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why my hand's up and not waving or anything like I do sometimes, waving by or hi or whatever. Okay. Look, I got a very good friend of mine in the chat. Matt 83. Y'all will see him with a blue wrench. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. Matt. Okay, I did pose a question. Are you at work on the boat? Okay, he's a tugboat. He's a master licensed tugboat operator, riverboats, whatever. It don't matter. He can run it all. He lives. His house is right there where the eye of the storm went through.
Oh.
And I put a link in chat earlier about Houma. He lives directly south of Houma, just a couple of miles. Matt, if you can join in, I sent you a link. If you can join in, or have you heard about your property over there.
No, of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing now because I was looking at myself talking. Everything
In
down the
good shape,
bayou is
hopefully.
demolished. It's demolished. Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Oh man.
Going that
Yeah.
going
Oh, Homer got a beating. Yeah, Homer got a beating. But I was on the phone with David Lemieux. Uh, I'm about to make the Colorado Hawks can't go on. Okay, Matt, not a problem. Not a problem. Just send me an email or something or a text message tomorrow. Well, he's not home. Matt's not home. So, but do you know what's going on down there with your property, Matt? Because I can have David pass by there. I mean, he could probably see your house from, you know, David's going to have to go down and launch somewhere on Bayou and then make his way to his camp if he can't make it with his truck. Your
thing.
house is still standing. Oh, the windows are blowed out and my
Yeah.
shingles missing. About 8 trees down, but my house is still standing. That's
Oh,
good.
thank God, Matt. And
Yeah.
that's
Boy.
horrible. No, that
Man.
going that line, Cajun, if you let me. When
my buddy Paul Jean, you know who I'm talking about, Matt. Paul Jean and David Lemieux. Paul Jean lives right there north of you, by that guy that has the hearse. That he bought a hearse, and he's kind of gothic style guy. Yeah, something like the Adams Family, or Anyway, Gene Collins lives not far from that guy, and from what I seen on the footage today, because I lost internet for I don't know a day and a half. I want to say almost 2 days. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the guy with the hearse. Yeah, everything south of Boudreaux Canal is about flat. Oh boy, yeah, and that's where David's house is at, just south of Boudreaux Canal. Yeah, Boudreaux Lake. You know, right there, Boudreaux, Boudreaux's Lake. That's a nickname for that's my lake over there. I can go run out whoever I want. Let's see. Everything south of Boudreaux Canal is flattened. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's okay. We'll all build back up. I've lost everything 3 times before. It is a part of this. Robert Worley, how you doing, mon ami? What's going on? And he did say hi to Matt 83 before he said hello to me, which I don't mind that. That's good. Matt,
Hey,
you know
gentlemen,
what?
I'm going to have to sign off. I got to see what's going on right now in the shop.
You heading out?
Let's see what's going on. It seems like we got a couple of motors to finish testing, guys. So, been nice chatting, guys. I'll stay in the chat, but I won't be able to jump back on live, most likely, guys.
Yeah,
All right, see you, Anthony.
Nice talking to you, Juan. I believe
All right, Anthony.
Hector, Juan, Gary,
Anthony, thanks. Nice meeting you.
Ellen, all right, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
Ken. It's
Or
Ken.
is it Adam, correct?
Ken.
Ken. All right, Ken.
Like
Nice
the
meeting you, sir. All you guys.
Yes, sir.
like Barbie boy's friend, Ken.
My pleasure, guys.
See you.
I'll keep listening, though.
Same here.
Want to talk to you more, Anthony.
Yeah,
Next time.
if you get on Instagram, dude, find me at Greenman85, man.
Am I losing too much by not having an Instagram, Anthony?
Yes and no.
Okay, buddy. Take care.
All right, guys. Thank you, guys.
All right, Anthony. Take it easy, bud. All right, let's see. I think it's Matt 83. Yeah, I need to get with him soon. Okay, well, I just want to say hello and let y'all know everything is safe. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Matt. I'll be calling you in a couple of days, or you call me in a couple of days. I got something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, Rick.
Yeah, it's all rigged.
Yeah. No.
Oh, speaking of rigged, my cousin up in Stockton he's a foreman at a shop for one of the dealerships, the GM dealerships up there in Chevrolet. He tells me that when they write up a service, they have a minimum amount of hours served on, let's say, gasket replacement, on the heads, or diagnostic is $119 to start with, and then they give you an estimate bill, and they say, well, it takes you 3 hours to do this, 2 hours to do that, an hour and a half to do that, and there seems to be a flat hour rate, but if they get it done sooner, that's where they make their money. My cousin's pretty funny.
Dealerships make money.
Well, yeah, most shops will
Oh,
they will do that because certain services will require longer. And every vehicle is different. I mean, if you're in the Rust Belt like I am, one bolt could be the difference between an all-day job and
correct.
A 5-minute job.
Right. And then for the alternator, that's how I found out about it. I told my cousin about the alternator in my wife's car. And that's, the alternator is right on top. It's got a pulley adjustment, and then it's got the belt. That's it. It's a single belt. And then they have to ask you, hey, you need a belt? And I said, no, it looks good to me. Yeah, you should always change it out when the alternator goes down. You should give me all the excuses. And I asked my cousin, how long does it take to take out a alternator? He says, oh, shoot, 30 minutes for me. But they wanted to charge me $1,100. I mean, $1,001 to change it out. I'm going, dang.
But
and where prices are, because I know that there's a lot of controversy on the mechanic world. So hourly rate for a technician, depending on where you're at, is anywhere from $20 to $30 an hour.
Right.
And then the shop's got to make money on that. And so where that becomes an issue is in certain areas where they're like, well, wait a minute, why is my bill, an extra $500 to $1,000? Well, there again, try calling a plumber at 3:00 in the morning and seeing what your bill is.
yeah, and to add to that, Gary, also, if you go to a dealer, they have an overhead. And if you go to a dealer, and I know that you're a smart guy, and you see that it's a place that costs millions of dollars, they will pass that on to you also as well. And also they have their the safety issues, like how do you call when they have to do certain guidelines for quality, but also assurance. Gary, how do you call that for assurance? Because let's say that you need a bolt replaced, and
Mater, have a good night, buddy.
okay, let's say you have a bolt that could be the difference between a risk for the company. They have to clean their backs of it. But many will prefer to pass that on to you because of the, let's say, the possibility of you suing the company because something happens to the vehicle or to your life, God forbid. But that's what Gary, I think, is going, and that's the thing. I'm not against that they charge. It's just that it's better to do the maintenance, maintain your car best as possible, and when something happens that you cannot do, take it to the dealership or to someone that you can depend on. I don't know if that on the line you were getting on. Gary?
Well, the way that I look at it, like we have a small shop.
Okay.
But when we do race car work anyway, they're putting their lives in our hands. That's the reality of it, and we got to make sure that our stuff is 100% solid.
Yes.
And the thing with shops that I try to tell people, it's kind of like doctors. There's some shady doctors. Okay. There's some really sketchy doctors. But then there's really good doctors. And you pay for the really good doctors. Okay. The thing is that you could do a lot on your own to prevent even going to the doctor.
Yes.
I'm all for that. You
Me
know.
too.
And then in the shop world, like we don't take advantage of a customer. We document everything. We show pictures. Like, look, this is a faulty part. Or if you have one tie rod that's already going out, chances are this one is going to go out on the other side. You know, because the vehicle
It
has
is.
to compensate. We could do both now, or we could do the one. It's up to you. We're not forcing you, but here's both options. So we don't do anything unless we actually have proof that it needs a replacement is warranted.
And
So
also,
that's a saving grace.
no,
Hey,
you know,
Gary, what do you think about those insurance companies that are coming out now that are like, if a car breaks down, you call your dealership up and you pay a monthly insurance premium. This insurance pays for the repairs.
rock on, Gary.
Those new companies are coming out nowadays.
Yeah.
I've heard about those. I haven't experienced those at our shop, so I don't know exactly how they work.
Because they don't, most of them don't operate in California.
No, I'm in Ohio, so I'm not really versed in a lot of the insurance stuff.
Yeah. Have you seen that commercial for Car Shield? It's one of the brands that I keep seeing on TV. Car Shield.
They have one for appliances too.
Right.
And I know that stuff like that may work for an individual, but I don't know how the insurance company is to work with.
Well, I've experienced using a house warranty insurance where it covers all the appliances. And my house is 33 years old. We bought it brand new. We're the only people that lived in this house. And we replaced the microwave oven combination. And the brand that we had there originally was a better brand. When the guys came in, they brought us the new unit, but we can tell it was a lower model. So that's why we quit it after that. You know, that's the way that company operated. And I said, no, you're telling me that this is an equal brand? And they installed it because we needed we already was out 2 weeks. We sent the first one back because it didn't fit. And we told them exactly what the model was prior. And so it was a hassle through the house warranty one. So I'm kind of leery about the car ones.
Yeah, I could see that because like I've got buddies that are in body work.
Uh-huh.
And they deal with insurance companies like crazy.
Uh-huh.
That just seems like a nightmare to me. Because insurance companies nowadays with cars, it's like, oh, your bumper has a scratch on it. The car's totaled.
Right.
Spot on, Gary.
And it's like, wait a minute, what? They could easily patch that thing in all of 20 minutes.
Well, a friend of mine had a car totaled out, and the same car my friend saw in a different color, but for some reason he knew it was his. He got close to it, checked it out. You know, he went to look at the car, and the guy was coming up to my friend and asked him about the car. I said, "What are you looking at my car for?" I said, "Where'd you buy this?" And he goes, "Well, I bought it from a dealership, you know, a used car lot." And the guy said, this is car been wrecked. No, this is used to be my car. And they totaled his car out because it said the value of the repairs outweighed the value of the car's value in resale to fix it.
Yeah, right.
And so he took that case to in California. We have real strict laws about selling used cars or misrepresented cars. He got his money back plus the money spent on the car. The guy who filed for it.
Hector, did you see what Mike Panucci commented to you?
No, I'm on my phone. Let me see.
Mike Panucci said at Hector, okay, what kind of vehicle do you own? He says, I'll buy a new car and it comes out with a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. Then I buy an extended warranty from the dealership and never let it run out.
I bought a Camry 2016. It was a used car. I don't like buying new cars because as soon as you drive it off the lot, you lose 20 to 30% off the price of the car's value. So besides that, the insurance is cheaper. The tax is a lot lower, especially in California. If you guys know about California tax, I mean, geez, my 45-year-old truck is still about $300. For commercial tax.
Aunt Orta, how you doing, Aunt Orta?
Hey, Aunt Orta, how you doing?
And Aunt Orta says, Hector, hello.
And I don't know where Mike is at, but in California, extended warranties are very expensive. They're not like $100 a year.
John Francis is in the house this late at night. What's up, John Francis? He's up in
Midnight's here.
Alexandria, Louisiana. Oh yeah, I said hi to Midnight earlier.
Hector, my wife has a 2006 GMC Acadia, and it just rolled over 100,000 miles. I can go to the GMC dealership and buy another 100,000 mile warranty for it for about $1,200.
John Francis, let's see, Midnight. Oh yeah, hello.
I used to sell extended warranties on like hi-fi. Well, I used to work in a hi-fi stereo, high-end stuff, and I would sell warranties, and our bosses really pushed us to sell warranties on these high-end stereos and speakers and cables and you name it. And a lot of times we find out it wasn't worth it because it was money they never had to use, so it depends, I guess.
That's what I wanted to say, Hector, that mostly insurance company, they live on a promise, and basically they will fulfill that promise. And the good thing is to ask people who have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
But with the research, and there was like a couple of years ago about the thing about insurance was a big thing on the news and everywhere. And I do my research, like a Toyota, if you maintain it and you are responsible for it, it should last long. It's like if you want the insurance, let's say, and you have the money for it and you want the convenience, and let's say that you are highly paid and the insurance is not worth it, but for you, your time is like money wise here, and the warranty will help you be more productive, like on what you do and what you work. I will suggest it for a person who is well economically wise, maintained. But I do my research, and you see the cars that last a long miles, and you're responsible, and you seem like that type of person. I will not buy extended warranty unless you buy a used car, and let's say you want to try out if something happens. But the other part is you can buy a used car and have a good mechanic inspect it. And now with these machines, they can see all of it. And I think that Ken knows more about what I'm talking than me.
Yeah, I can say from this one car shop that I've been talking to since I was in my 20s, and it changed owners, but it went from father to son, and then he has a partner now. And I've always taken all my body work there for his work because he's been pretty honest. He tells me this all the time when insurance companies come in to do a estimate. They'll compare the estimate, get it approved by the insurance. Insurance says, okay, go for it. But if, let's say you have a GM car, or let's say you have a Nissan or whatever. I've always heard him tell me that they always come in and tell him certain things don't need to be replaced as long as you fix it. But when they do the estimate, they do the whole thing from whatever parts need to be, changed or checked out or whatever. Sometimes the insurance will say, no, just use the same part and or just this, and it's mostly superficial stuff that you can see eyeball. But he says, he said he'll tell the owner, the owner of the car, something, this needs to be changed out. All they want me to do is straighten it out. But once that metal's fatigued, hit impact, it's easy to go back the same way. So I've had some run-ins with insurances. I'm 65 years old, and I've had so many experiences, maybe because of the area, maybe because of the company, but there's some major insurances that I changed just because of that, because of their lowballing. They're lowballing.
Okay. Hey, I got something to say real quick. I want to show y'all something too. I'm gonna present myself, and I'm gonna show this off. Can y'all see that right there?
Oh,
Ouch.
This is on Facebook. This is a buddy of mine. He lives on the other side of Baton Rouge, up there by Pride and all that. Okay. Y'all recognize those cars?
I do.
What is it?
Those are General Lee's.
That's right. Guess who owns those cars?
The junkyard.
Generally,
Now, guess who owns those two cars?
generally,
No.
the owner of the house?
Who is Bo Duke? What's Bo Duke's real name? That lives in Louisiana.
I don't know.
John Schneider, the blonde-headed John Schneider.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna show y'all something else. I know John Schneider. John Schneider. Well, when something like this happens, you have two choices: tears and laughter. I chose laughter. So what's your captain? Here's mine. Miss Ida stopped by to see the General Lee at Miss Shirley's last night. Posted tears and chairs. Yeah.
hey, Cajun, since you know about John Schneider, I saw him do a special on the cars on some Discovery Channel. I forget what program it was on, but it was a Discovery Channel. They said during the series of the Dukes of Hazzard, they used 100 cars and wrecked all of them.
I don't know
Is that
if it
true?
was 100. I don't know if it was 100. I never did ask him that question when he came down here to the radio station. I don't know. Hey, Jeremy Schwab, how you doing? See, John Schneider has a studio, a recording studio, right on the other side of Baton Rouge, and that's where Ida went in right there. After Ida went in, he's above I-12 up there. So, man, yeah, they got hit hard over there in that area. Oh, what's going on, pizza guy? How you doing, mon ami?
How you doing, Cajun panel? Hector?
Hey, pizza guy, how you doing?
Sore. Can't
Sore?
Okay.
How come you're sore?
I had surgery yesterday.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been lucky. I've only had one surgery on my left arm, and everything else has been good. Knock on wood. I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, so far so good. Doctor thinks they got 95% of this, he's 95% sure they got everything. I had prostate cancer. They tore my prostate and the tumor out, so.
Well, hey, my prayers to you, man.
Yeah, obviously they're working because I didn't think I was going to make it off the table when I went in. To be
Oh
honest,
shit!
I knew a
You know
guy.
what,
I knew
pizza
a guy.
guy?
Huh?
I'm glad you brought it out because I remember that email you sent. You know,
right? Yeah, I mean it's all done and over with now, and
yeah.
unless they miss something, and then it can spread within a month or two, and there's no more pizza guy. But you know, it's
My one of my cousins had the prostate cancer too, and he hasn't had it operated on. He's just been taking the pills or whatever chemo, whatever he's been doing. But he got diagnosed 14 years ago.
yeah. I was at when they diagnosed me. They said stage 2, and come to find out it was stage 3/4. So I was like high risk. I mean, the procedure they
Wow.
did was actually a robot did it, but it was high risk. I had like a 35% chance of making it through it.
You mean 30% of getting off the table? You mean?
Yep.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, because
Wow.
if the robot hit the wrong spot, it would have spread like wildfire and it would have just ate me up. But they wanted to do it right away just to make sure it didn't get to my lymph nodes. And fortunately, it didn't after all the scans that I had to go through yesterday. And I'm here, I'm home, sitting on a little donut, but we'll see what happens. I got to go back to the doctor. I got a doctor's appointment Wednesday, and then next week I got to go back to the cancer doctor and see how it goes.
Pisaga, have you thought about, or do you have a good diet, or change it?
Um,
It helps a lot.
is Taco Bell and Burger King a good diet? I don't
No.
eat pizza. I mean, I got that going for me, right?
Hey, pizza guy. I don't go to Taco Bell because it's too close to and far away from Mexican food. It's
Right.
not. It's not. To me, it's a ripoff. It really.
Well,
It is. It
I
is.
traveled to downtown Detroit for like authentic Mexican food. So
Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing: more natural the food, the better you are for your health. I can tell you that right now.
It
right, no,
is.
I get it.
It is because of for the micronutrients that foods have, and we have lost that because we buy all from the fridge. When in the past you will go to your backyard and eat of it, and I think you guys know the experience, and probably more Cajun when you take a fruit and you eat it is fresher than that cannot get. But the thing with cancer is that you need micronutrients. The micronutrients helps to clean your blood cells, and that's the problem with the cancer. That there are some blood cells that not working correctly. They multiply, and they ruin the other blood cells. If you take micronutrients, you will get cleaner blood cells. How you can uh, operate the micronutrients, fruits, everything that is green, not marijuana, everything that is green, like veggies and all of that. And there's a chart that puts like what have the most micronutrients. And the fourth one is strawberry, and the first one is kale, and that can help a lot. If you're interested, I could check out and drop the links for you to do the research. But there are people who have done that, and they were like on category 3 diabetes, and they could leave their medication. Yeah, Cajun.
Okay. I want to announce another name
Rick.
in the chat tonight. Lady Kid Nichols.
Hey, Lady Kid Nichols.
How
Good
you
to see you.
doing?
Hey, lady kid.
Last night during my stream, one of them, I forget if it was the first one or the second one, but I think it was the second. She was stranded in her car and could not get to her house for the floodwaters because of the hurricane.
Oh, geez.
So I seen a couple of emails from her, So she had some kind of internet connection, but I saw those today, this afternoon, when my internet finally came back on. So, Lady Kid Nichols, are you at home or you still stranded? I'm pretty sure you're back home now with the aftermath of it. She was stranded in her car, and with the wind howling, all that, and everything else. Yeah. So let's hear from you.
Sorry, Pizza Guy, I did send you a link on the private chat.
Okay.
Do you are interested in this thing? Because I have another that can help you and see the most important thing to have your micronutrients.
But yeah, I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of tomatoes. Tomatoes is very good for your prostate.
Yeah, but I'm talking generally because one important thing, you can eat good food, but the most important thing is what happens when the food is in your stomach and how it works. And not for everyone is the same. And what I can send you is for you to watch it and see what part you are not doing well and you can do better, or if you're doing better, keep doing it. Like, because if you go to the doctors, many doctors, they want to give you pills, they don't tell you eat better. But one good place to start is to say goodbye to fast foods.
Yeah, not my lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't think I can say goodbye
I
to
mean,
fast
my
food.
work schedule. I work from like 11 to 11 or 11 to 12, and it's just too hectic.
Yeah,
Oh,
but and look for good places, because there are places that the food is not the worst, but it could be like good for eating out. I just take it because I know this is serious,
right.
and if you're interested, I researched that, and because I also have my reasons for health reasons, and I want to evade that. So if I'm interested, I can send you a link about a how you say, like, when how they do Discovery channels, the programs, how they call when they record the process of it all, uh, and it's narrative, and they want to prove something. How that format is called?
A documentary.
Yeah, a documentary. I can
But
send you if you're interested.
yeah, I was just looking at the list of like eating right, and the top two, top three, I'll pass on, but pretty much everything else, I eat a lot of that stuff.
Well, do you want me to send it, or just asking?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw it in private chat, sure.
Yeah, and just for learning, it's good for everyone, and you made the best decision that you can have, and also for your schedule, because one important thing about eating better is to be realistic. I was vegan at one time. I had a friend that was like, no, you have to eat this, and that. He was eating like 6 times per day, and he was spending 2,000 in food. And I was like, you're crazy. That's not possible for everyone. Chewing every day.
Right.
Pizza guy, can I ask you a question? Are they going to do any biopsy on your tissue that they remove from you?
As far as I know, they are.
Okay,
When
because
when I go back into the doctors, it's supposed to tell me, what grade, I want to say he said. I was kind of out of it. Cancer, if it was like a small cell cancer, large cell cancer, fast spreading. I know the small cell cancer spreads fast, but normally with the prostate, you have large cell cancer. So
the reason I asked is because the doctor that I spoke to about my situation was that there are two kinds that are highly uh, uh, efficacious, and that is one is environmental, and the other one is chromosome gene derived cancers. and there's a test called FNN DNA, and they did it on a biopsy on mine, and they were going to tailor a therapy that is tailored to that genome at the end of the chromosome that actually is able to diagnose and make a therapeutic solution to the cancer, or it's immune derived.
Really?
So yeah,
bet-
you might want to ask them if they're going to do any kind of testing. Don't mention the FNN DNA because that's probably specific to mine. But just ask them if there's any tests that is going to go for gene therapy, because right now I read a lot on cancer because my family is almost every family member I knew has cancer, has had cancer, I should say. And the newest thing that I've been hearing is gene therapy for cancers. And the way they diagnose that with, or even give you a therapy, is to test which of your chromosomes has that. It's a very expensive test, and the test that I took, it was probably the price of a house to get it done, because they have to do the genome count of all the chromosomes and they call the oh shoot, the way they go GAT, the sequence. That's what it is, chromosome sequence, the DNA sequence, and they can tailor one to you.
Okay.
So you might want to ask them, is there any test or therapy for the biopsy if they took the tissue for biopsy? Oops.
What was that? I want to write that down. I don't want to screw it up. Let me try to find out. I'm trying to find it.
Pizza guy, I just want to let you know that I sent you the link, and if any of you guys are interested, it's free, and it's never hurt to learn a thing or two. And this person was sick, and he had like problems with the immune system, and he corrected it. But the thing is, when you are very sick and you wait to be too late, you will have to be more restricted to the diet versus if you are doing like well, you know, like cars. Don't do the old change when it's too late. When it's too late, forget it's already dead. But gladly, that's not your case. So I don't know if I can send these links to the chat if people are interested. Let me see. Okay, I already sent it. If you guys are interested, and best of wishes. If you have a grandpa or a parent and you want to help them out, this is free, and doctors know that this is correct and it works, but it's not on their best interest to share this, and it's not rocket science. That's what I'm trying to say. I know the theme is hard. I know the theme that the guy puts like dead, fat, and nearly dead, but don't let that get into your head.
Right, yeah, I'll check it out. I just copy and pasted it, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, and do it with your time or when you're free or little by little, but it will help a lot. He do a diet like on users, but you don't have to do that. It just the thing is the principle of eating healthy, and I think that most of our parents or descendants they ate more healthy than today. And people want to be cheap about everything, and cheap about food is not a good thing.
Well, like in California, everything has got a pesticide or an insecticide for years and years. And then California came out with the EPA and all that stuff. They started banning DDT and all those things back in the 70s. And we still have a lot of it in the ground, and the water has not percolated to the groundwater. Sorry, guys, my phone had died, so I'm on my computer now. But yeah, you might want to check that out, Pizza Guy.
Absolutely.
All this talk of food made me hungry.
Guess what? I've got some cheese, salami, and saltine crackers right now. That's what I'm having right now.
We're getting the Cajun fever about the food.
Well, the
No,
Cajun
we're just
fever,
laying
Cajun
hungry.
fever's
Hey
is,
Ken, what do you want to eat, Ken?
Man, I'm wanting a spicy deluxe chicken crispy sandwich from McDonald's.
the Cajun nation, Boudreaux, Boo Lucat Cajun is fixing to get off of here. I got some stuff that's on the stove that I need to eat, and I'm the only one up right now, so I got to get off of here, guys. Sorry.
Hey Shaggy.
Do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, I gotta get off. Y'all do y'all sign out, say y'all bye byes, and I'm gonna do the same thing at the end.
See you guys.
See ya, pizza guy.
Well, Pizza Guy, I wish you the best, and for everyone in the comments and the panel, uh, I put the link. Hope that is helpful. Thanks to Cajun for my request to be here. It was truly a pleasure, all as always. Now it was nice seeing you face to face, Ken and Gary. How this is now is my second or third time. How it's not the last, but I think it's my first with Cajun. And just bye and thank you so much and God bless.
Hey Ken, try Wendy's chicken sandwich.
They're good too.
Yeah,
I'm a fast food junkie.
Yeah, well, I rarely get that, but here's my go away. Everybody stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, stay healthy, keep your friends, and keep your enemies as far away as possible. Talk to everybody later. Good night, everyone. Ken, Gary, Juan, hablo después, ¿ok?
Of course.
Cuídate.
Dios te bendiga, brother.
También usted.
Soy.
All right, Cajun, thanks for having me up again tonight. Those of y'all who haven't checked out my channel, it's Eleanor Rides. I do go-karts, mini bikes, small engine type stuff, and all the way up to rebuilding a 95 Eclipse. So check us out. Thanks for having me.
Throw the link, buddy. Throw
problem,
the link.
buddy.
I want to see that.
Yeah, Eleanor rides. Oh well. Okay.
Hey,
What's up,
jump up.
Eleanor rides? Okay, red line. You ready to say yours out? Okay, fell asleep.
He's like Mr. Briggs.
Oh no.
He's muted.
Yeah, I know. You probably went to do something, I don't know, but I'm fixing to get my plate full. It's in the microwave reheating, and I don't want to let it reheat that long. All right, everybody. Love, peace, and crackling grease. We'll catch y'all. Blue tie. Appreciate y'all coming in.
God bless you, Daddy.